Satin in my cab, got up in there, chopper fin. Run up them dicks. I run up the money. I'm getting fat. I'm stacking up chips. I'm stacking up Pringles. Niggas they mad, cause I'm getting cash. My niggas get glad. Make a nigga run like boy smoke. Turn me up, nigga I'm crumb. Smoking on kush. I only smoke just to turn me up. Nigga I'm live. Like certified, I'm going live. Nigga be live. I turned up nigga. Don't got no guy.
Alright, what's up y'all? I'm back with another story time for you guys. As you can see, I'm in the car. I wanted to do this one where it was fresh on my mind, where I still remember it and all that good stuff. I am driving, so bear with me while I'm trying to get all this out. Don't mind my hat that I got on, cause I'm looking like a snickerdoodle up under this thing right now. We got some things to do to this, so don't mind me. I don't know which way I want to go, because when you're driving in Bartlett, it's real unsafe. So it's like you gotta pick and choose your battles, where you want to go, which way you choose to go, because it's very dangerous. And you know, you can get pulled over with no hesitation up in this area. But anyway, today's story time, we telling y'all today about how my friend came over and got their freak on. So this story takes place back in the good old South, in South Memphis, when I was staying with my grandma. So it was a regular smegular old good old day. I didn't have to go to work. I was bored, my sister was bored, so we just bored. We was at the house chilling. So my friend hit me up and they was like, hey, what you doing? So me and my sister had a mutual friend that lived down the street. He hit us up and was like, hey, what y'all doing? We was like, nothing, you know, we chilling. It's boring, you bored, we bored, you might as well be bored together. So she was like, I'm gonna come down there and see what y'all up to. So she came down the street. She used to live down the street from us. So she came, she was all at the crib with us. We was chilling, we was gonna watch movies. We decided, we didn't know what to do, so we was gonna watch a movie. So we was like, okay, that's what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna have us a good old movie day. So we was chilling, getting ready to start our movie, and then her dude, which ended up being our mutual friend, that we didn't even know them two were dating. Then she started texting her man, and her man just so happened to be another friend of ours that we all met. So now we all just mutual friends up in this little good old little story. So she was like, hey, do y'all mind if we just gonna give him a name? We gonna call him Juicy J. So she was like, do y'all mind if Juicy J come over? We ain't seen each other in X, Y, and Z. We really want to see each other. And I was like, you know, I don't mind. We ain't seen Juicy J in a long time either. So that's cool, you know, go and invite him over. And so nobody at the time had a car but me. So I had to go get Juicy J. So I went to his house, went to pick Juicy J up, and you know, we was like, whoop, what's up? So we got back to the crib, right? By this time that we pulled back up, everything was copacetic, everything was cool. We was in the house, we was watching movies. So they was on the couch, you know how everybody do once they ain't seen each other in a long time. Y'all been in relationships, y'all gotta do that, get all that going. So once they got all that out the way, we was all chilling. So my grandma's house, she had this long hallway, she had a living room on the end of it. So we was all down there in the living room chilling. So they was on the couch, I was sitting in the love seat, and then my sister was sitting in this chair. Before we even got started with the next movie, we was asking them, like I said, I love to ask everybody, so what y'all feel like watching, what y'all feel like doing. So I was like, what does anybody feel like watching? So Juicy J and his girl was like, let's watch something scary. Sun's still out, so you know, I don't mind. Since the sun's still out, I don't mind watching something scary. So I was like, cool, we can watch it. We end up putting in The Collection or The Collector. It's one of the two. So we watching a movie, right? I'm sitting by the air conditioner because I was cold but I was hot. So I'm sitting by the air conditioner in my little chair. You know how you do when you in the movies and you be texting, but you watching the movie. So I was pulling one of those. So I was on my phone just chilling, but I was watching the movie because my thing is I try to like disconnect myself when I see all the little parts that be all gushy and gory. I be trying to not see that. So I was in my phone, I was texting, and then they was over here just macadacking on the couch, and I'm like, okay, I'm hearing all this smacking and yakking going on in my ear, but you know, I'm trying to just ignore all that what's going on. They shit out for a little minute. Hell, once the movie got like halfway into the movie, them playing on the couch and whatnot while the movie going on. They got a whole bunch of giggling and hee going on. I'm like, okay, ain't no way this scary movie is funny. It can't be that funny, cause I'm over here I'm covering my eyes trying to make sure it's safe to look, and y'all over here cracking up. I'm like, ain't no way, come on now. So then all of a sudden, I mean, they had got this blanket that was over down on top of the couch, and they had put it over there because, like I said, it was cold. I had the air conditioner on, so it was cold in there. They had put this blanket over each other, and they was like, they just started like playing underneath the blanket. And I'm like, okay, I see y'all at the corner of my eye, like, me, I ain't thinking nothing of it, because I'm like, okay, maybe it's just cold. Like, maybe they just cold or something, but I'm just like, little did I know, it's like, it was more going on up under this blanket that I didn't know. And I'm like, okay.
Really, nigga?
Y'all choose now, of all times, to want to do this? Like, chill out. This is not the time nor the place. So we getting on more closer to the end of the movie, and you know, they kind of simmer on down once they got done playing. And so Juicy J was like, he gotta go to the bathroom. So Juicy J got up and left. So his girl was the only one. She was sitting on the couch, and then T was on the other side. Then T hit my phone, and she was like, hey, you know, Juicy J and baby girl was over here. They got extracurriculums going on underneath this blanket. And I'm like, nah, can't be, like, that ain't what I'm seeing. That's not what's going on. But mind you, now I did say they had a whole lot. It was a whole lot going on underneath this blanket. Now I seen them, but I didn't know like what was really taking place. Cause I'm just like, they ain't for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they just playing. But I was like, nah, T. I'm like, nah, that's not what's going on. I don't think that. And she was like, nah, this was really going on. This is what's really going down. And I was like,
what the fuck?
Okay. We gonna see what's really giving. Next movie we put in, we end up watching Twilight. So we got that movie going. We ended up taking a break after the movie. After that movie went off, we ended up taking a break, a little movie break. You do a little intermission, you trying to go get some snacks and whatnot, trying to go see what you need to get yourself together before we start the next movie. And so I guess they thought that when we said we was gonna take a little break, that was gonna be like that was gonna be a break. Nah, buddy, that's not what we meant. So Juicy Jet came and he was like, he pulled me to the side, was like, hey, can we use your room for a minute? And I was like, excuse me? Can you do what? He said it again. He said, you mind if we use your room? And I'm like, it's not even a bed in here. Like, what y'all planning on doing? I'm like, look, like in my mind, I'm like, I already know what's going on, like what y'all trying to do. But I'm just like, bro, I ain't trying to stop nobody's hustle. I ain't trying to stop nobody's fun. I ain't trying to stop nobody's party. But I'm just like, right now, of all the times, I know y'all ain't seen each other in a long time, and I know how that can be. When y'all finally do meet up, y'all be trying to cherish all that little time that y'all get together. But not right now. Not right now. Not at this second. You can do everything else but that. But these folks was like persistent. It was like real insistent on doing it. So my grandma's house had like a whole bunch of rooms. So it was another room that was connected to, like halfway connected to the living room. So I was like, you know, I mean, you go in that room, I don't have no problem going in there. So I was like, hey, I said, look, they trying to, and she was like, Nah, I said, They tryna, So me and her just like standing here and like disbelief looking at each other. We looking at each other like, nigga, what should we do? Like, what should we say? Like, we just gonna sit down and watch the movie? Like, continue watching another movie? Like, we don't hear, we don't know what's going on? So me and her, we just like starstruck at this point. We don't know what to do. So me and her sit down trying to ponder and trying to figure out what to do. So that goes in the room. The room is pitch black. And he calls my name again. And I'm like, okay, what could we possibly need? What could they possibly need or want? At this time, like, we done gave you everything you needed. He was like, hey, do you got one of them good old rubbers? He was like, do you got a rubber? And I'm like, well, I mean, at least they think about safety first, you know. I can't be too mad, because at least they think about safety first. So I'm like, dang, so now I have to go find a rubber, and I'm like, here you go. So I'm like, okay, they go in there and they start handling their business. And me and T just sitting on the couch just like, bitch, nigga. I'm just like, yeah. This is really happening. This is really one for the books for today. Like, this is really going down. I really just sat up here and listen/watch my friends do their business in my grandma's house. So they went in there, they had their little fun, and then they come out. And they just started, like, they bust out laughing. And we was like, what's wrong with these niggas? Well, all things to do, you gonna be laughing about that? I'm just like, okay, they got to be on some or something, like, what's going on? So we get up and go in there to try to see what's wrong with them, and they was just like, do y'all have anything, like, to clean up? And we like, clean up? What did y'all do? So we go up in the room, right? Tell me why this man done sat up here. I don't know what kind of move he put on her, but I mean, the boy broke her. He smashed her, like smashed her good old cookie cat. He smashed her cookie cat in. Like, the whole mattress that they was on was just red. And I'm just like, poor thing. I'm just telling her, I'm like, we asked her, like, are you okay? Do you need to go to the hospital? Like, what do we need to do for you? And I'm like, they just dying. I'm like, no, sister, like, no. You don't need to laugh at all, because the more you laugh, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. So you don't say anything. But them two was just cracking up. Like, me and my sister thought that was just dead ass. Like, we were through in the moment. We didn't know what to say. We were starstruck, mouth on the ground, all that. So we ended up taking both of them home, and then because at the time, like I said, I'm the only one who got driver's license, so I had to take them home. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give you a towel. I'm gonna just let you sit on the towel, because I'm a little too nervous to let you sit on the seat, because I don't know if you are alright. I don't know if I need to take you to the hospital or take you home. I'm confused. I don't know which one to do. So we ended up getting both of them home, and she was fine a couple of days later, but I was just like, nah, shawty, nah. But that was the time about my friends knocking the boots in my grandma's house.
I don't got no guy. Everybody fake. Everybody nowadays, everybody fake. Ain't nobody cool. Everybody sits, everybody play.